Math Module 2, Lesson 29. I can solve division word problems involving multi-digit division with group size unknown and the number of groups unknown. Make sure everything I show in the video you're doing in your workbook. If you need to pause to catch up, do it. If you're a little confused, you might want to rewind. Good luck! Problem 1. Lamar has 1,354.5 kilograms of potatoes to deliver in equal amounts to 18 stores. 12 of the 18 stores are in the Bronx. How many kilograms of potatoes will be delivered to the stores in the Bronx? Well, 1,354.5 kilograms is my total. And I'm delivering it in equal amounts to 18 stores. But I need to think about how many kilograms of potatoes will be delivered to the stores in the Bronx. And remember, there's 12 stores in the Bronx. So I need to figure out the equal amount. So if I know my total, 1,354.5. So I'm going to equal amounts. So that tells me I'm going to have to divide by 18 because it's 18 stores. So 1 divided by 18 I can't do because 1 is too small, 18 is too large. 13 divided by 18, 13 is still too tiny. 18 is still too large. So now it's 135. So I'm going to do my toolbox. So I'm going to count by 20s. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. So I'm going to count. I'm going to try 6. So 18 times 6. 6 times 8 is 48. 6 times 1 is 6 plus 4 is 10. 108. 108 is still kind of far from 135. So let's try 18 times 7. 7 times 8 is 56, carry the 5. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 5 is 12. 126 is much closer to 135, so let's try 7 in my quotient. 7 times 18, 126. 5 minus 6 I can't do, so I'm going to borrow. So the 3 becomes a 2, the 5 becomes 15. 15 minus 6 is 9. 0, 0. Bring down that 4 because I just subtracted. So 94 divided by 18. So I'm going to try 5 because I know 20 times 5 is 100. 18 times 5. 5 times 8 is 40. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 4 is 9. So 18 times 5 is 90, so it's very close to 94. So 5 times 18 is 90. Subtract is 4. Bring down that 5. So 45 divided by 18. So let's try 2. 18 times 2. 2 times 8 is 16. Carry the 10. 2 is 3. What's 18 times 3? Let's just do it just in case we need that. 3 times 8 is 24. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5. Way too big. Okay, so it must be 2. So I'm going to put a 2. 2 times 18, 36. Can't do 5 minus 6 because 6 is too big. So 4 becomes a 3. The 5 becomes 15. 15 minus 6 is 9. All right, let's keep going. So I'm going to add a 0. Bring it down. 90. Ooh, when I look over, guess what? 5 18ths. So we're going to put a 5. I'm going to extend. 5 times 18 is 90. And when I subtract, it's 0. So, can't forget my decimal. So how many kilograms of potatoes will be delivered to the stores in the Bronx? Well, I just figured out how much was going to each store. So 75 and 25 hundredths of a kilogram is for each store. So I need to figure it out for 12 stores. So that's just one store. 1 means each. So now I need to figure it out for 12 stores. So I know it for 1. So in order to figure out for 12, I've got to multiply. So I'm going to do what I have already, which is how much 1 store gets. And I multiply it for the 12 Bronx stores, because this is how many kilograms of potatoes will be delivered to the stores in the Bronx. And we already knew it was 12. All right. 2 times 5 is 10. Write the 0, carry the 10. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5, lining up. 2 times 5 is 10, carry the 10. 2 times 7 is 14, plus 1 is 15. I'm done in the ones. I'm putting a 0 because I'm starting in the tens. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 7 is 7. And I add 0. 5 plus 5 is 10. Carry the 10. 3. 10. Carry 10. 1 plus 7 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. So how many digits are to the right of the decimal? 2. 1, 2. So we got to go 1, 2. Here's my decimal. So 903 kilograms of potatoes. So let's write our answer statement. The stores in the Bronx will receive 903 kilograms of potatoes. Potatoes. Period. Make sure you showed all your work. Problem 2. Valerie uses 12 ounces of detergent each week for her laundry. If there are 75 ounces of detergent in the bottle, in how many weeks will she need to buy a new bottle of detergent? Explain how you know. So I see the word each, which means 1. So we have 12 ounces of detergent in 1 week. And I have 75 ounces in my bottle. So I need to figure out in how many weeks will she need to buy a new bottle of detergent. So 75 is my total. And 12 ounces is my 1 week. So I need to figure out how many weeks. So I already know the 1. I know my total, so I got to figure out how many weeks. So I've got to divide again. So I'm going to put my total divided by how many ounces in 1 week, which is 12. So 7 divided by 12 I can't do because 7 is too small and 12 is too big. So 75 divided by 12. Well, I should know my 12 is pretty good, but let's do my toolbox. So 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72. So 12 times 6. 6 times 2 is 12, carry the 10. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 1 is 7. All right, so let's try 6 in my quotient. 6 times 12, 72, subtract 3, nothing. Well, I got a remainder, so I need to bring down. So now we have 30 divided by 12. Well, I know that one, which is 2. 2 times 12, 24. Can't do 0 minus 4, so I got to borrow from the 3, make it a 2, and the 0 is a 10 now. 10 minus 4 is 6, nothing. Still need to bring down because I've got a remainder. 60 divided by 12. Well, I think it's going to be 12 times 5, but let's just check. 5 times 2 is 10, carry the 10. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6, 60. So it's going to be 5 up in my quotient. 5 times 12 is 60. Oh, I love when there's no remainder. Can't forget my decimal. So 6 and 25/100 weeks. Because the question says, how many weeks? So let's write our answer statement. Valerie will have to buy detergent after 6 weeks, and we can abbreviate weeks, because she won't have enough for the 7th week. And that's because 25 hundredths isn't enough to cover the 7th week. Make sure everything I did in the video, you did too.